Hi pals, welcome to my channel, Mood Budgets. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every single one of you. I think when I last looked, I was sitting at 806 subscribers, which, given I only started my channel in January, is just amazing. I'm so overwhelmed by it all, but so thank you very much. I have been asked by a few people how I figured out my sinking funds. Now, when I first started doing my channel, I decided to put a specific amount in each one, and go from there. And I had a rough idea as to how much I wanted and whatever, but that wasn't really working for me. I didn't see the growth that I was wanting because I was splitting my money up into making it go too far. So obviously over the 8 months I have rejigged my budget a few times, I've rejigged my categories a few times, and yeah, I'm just kind of pretty much going with the flow. Two seconds, just pick something up. So I pretty much just going with the flow, how it feels right that week. But what I did do when I first started, when I do my budget, is I sort of go for the month and know how much money I've got coming in for the whole month, roughly. And then I figure out how much I need for my bills and how much sort of free money I have for other things, such as like my groceries and stuff like that. And then once I've done that, I then figure out how much money I have left over that I can afford to put into savings. So having done that, I am changing things up this week a little bit, not much, but just a little bit, and I'm going to talk you through it on camera. So hopefully this won't be too long-winded or too rambly. So the categories I have, I always start with my purse, and I'll go through my purse, which is the Filofax Saffiano, and I go through my categories I have in my purse. So the first category I have is my groceries, and at the minute, with the prices of groceries going up, the fact that I do enjoy branded food, I have to be honest with you, and I also put my dog's food in with this, or any treats that she might have. My partner and I both kind of share the big dog food, so like the tins and the dry food, so it's mainly just for treats every week. I have decided that £50 is suiting me at the moment. I would like to bring it down, maybe to 40 for me and 5 to the dog, but 50 is kind of working for us just now. So that is my weekly amount for groceries. I then haven't put my fuel in yet this week, but I then have fuel, and £80 has been going in recently, and I'm going to put in £70 this week, and see how it goes. My spending always gets £5. I can't even think what I've spent this £5 on. I'll need to look back, but I've spent it this week, so we'll see. Miscellaneous always gets £5. Quite often I'm not spending this money, but it really is there to be spent. So I just don't need it currently, but it's there for if I need it. Etsy postage is slightly different, but I put it in because obviously I need to get cash out to do it. But I take the money in from whatever I'm selling on Etsy, the money I receiving from that, I'll put that money into my budget, just enough for what I need. So I'm going to put £10 in this week. Work spending always gets £10. I have toyed with the idea of putting that up a little bit, but for now we're just going to leave it at £10 and see how it goes, because I can always use my miscellaneous or my spending money if I need to. And electric, I am getting very close to having to put electric in, so I'm very conscious that when I do that, the rate that I'm paying will skyrocket, basically, because it hasn't increased since April. I'm on a key meter, and I was in a position in April to put a lot on my meter and a lot on the key, which has lasted me to the end of the month. But I will probably have to put this in at the start of September, whatever's in here, and I'm going to put £20 a week into electric. That is basically in the hopes that I'll have £80 to £100 a week for electric. ET Now has got 30 in it here, sorry, and I have decided that I'm just going to put an extra 10 in there because £40 is sort of average for us to spend, myself and my boyfriend. So that'll just take that to 40, and then that can sit in my purse till I need it. Planned spending is obviously just if I take money out of a book. So that is my weekly money that I would always need, and I'm happy with that amount on a weekly basis. As I said, the Etsy postage comes in, and the rest, apart from the eating out, the rest are kind of necessary. So then I have decided that I have £100 a week that I can spend. Sometimes I put less, sometimes I put more, but I've pretty much decided that £100 a week for sinking funds is sufficient for me. That does tally to £400 a month. If it was a 5-week month, I'd maybe put a little bit less in one of the weeks, but I'm in a good position at the minute financially, and that could change at any moment, so I want to make the most of my money while I have it. So to work out what sinking funds I need, I start with my variable binder, and this is one that is sort of more short term, and can be dipped in and out of at any point. Some of it is kind of medium term, so I don't use it often, and some of it is short term. So Beauty is short term because I get my nails done pretty much once a month, and they are kind of needing doing quite soon. And I currently, so I just work out how much I have and when I'm going to need the money for. So at the minute I have 25, sorry, and I'm going to put another 5 in this week, which will take it up to 30, and then I can probably look to booking my appointment and putting another £10 in the following week. So we're just going to put £5 into Beauty. Clothing, I'm not really needing anything, but I'm just going to keep that topped up because obviously we're coming into the winter. I might need some jumpers or things like that further down the line. So I'm just going to put 5 into that. Treats is not needing anything at the minute. It's got £25 in there, and that is pretty much used for kind of a Chinese or something like that. Gifts is going to get, I always kind of look and see what I have and like trying to figure out what is coming up. If you bear with me 2 seconds, I'm not very organised today. Yeah, so coming up I have September, I have 3 birthdays. I have my mum and my dad, and I also have a niece whose birthday it is, so I will need some stashable amount of money for that. So we currently have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, £110. So I think I'll put another £10 into that. My aim is to try and get to, to split 100 over as much as I possibly can. Piper's groom she's just been done. She's not needing anything. We're halfway through. We need 45 for that, and there's £20 in there, so plenty of time to top that up, so I'm not going to bother with that. Weekend away, I think I will put £10 in that because we are hoping to go away for a few days in October, and then we have a couple of nights away at the start of December. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50, 60. So 160 in there. Probably to get that to 200 by October would be ideal, maybe. So we'll put £10 into that. House I'm going to top up because I'm totally in denial as to what I actually want to use it for, but I do know I want to spend it on the house, either flooring or a summer house. I am toying with some sort of summer house, so I've got 100 in the bank already. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 130. So £230 in there. I'm not really even sure how much flooring would be, but I know that summer house is going to be £1,000 anyway. So we'll just keep topping that up just now until I can actually decide. That is everything that's in there. So that's my variable. So basically at any point I could buy something for the house. It could be, you know, like if I just needed a new dustpan and brush or something like that, that would come out of house. So it is a variable, although I am trying to do long-term saving with it as well. So then I go into my sort of more annual and long-term saving binders. I know a lot of people have these split, but I don't really want a lot of binders in the house. So Christmas is going to get a good £20, I think. How much have we got here? 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah. We've got £500 on a placeholder. We've got 550 sitting in there just now, and I want to get it to 800. And that will do all the gifts, which I will go through in another video, maybe nearer the time as to what I need the money for. But yeah, that's going to get 20. Vet fund, I always top vet fund up because it's for my baby girl, and I am just going to continue to put £5 into that whenever I can money, just to make sure that she has plenty in there for her old age. Car insurance, we are well on the way with this, I think. So I've got 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 210, 220. So my car insurance was under £500 this year, and I only did it in July. So we're at over £200, so I'm not going to stuff that this week because it's not a necessity. Car tax, though, I am going to stuff because I'll just do £5 with that. It's got £10 in there, £15 in there, and that's not for July 2023 as well, so still plenty time to top up. But if I keep going with that with a £5 every week, that'll soon get up to the 180 that I need. Car maintenance, I'm not going to do. It's got 1,020 in it. I haven't touched that for a long time. I will need tyres towards winter, but and my tyres are quite pricey because I get really good quality because I do so many miles. But yeah, that can all come out of there. Emergency is one that I always stuff with something. So let me see what we've got. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We've got 3 more. I'm just going to put £10 in that. So we've got 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 150, 160, 170. My initial goal was 1,200 for that, but I'm going to go to 1,500 and hopefully get there by the end of the year. But yeah, £10 is more than enough for that, because if I did need like a washing machine or something like that, then that would cover it. And it would also cover sort of a majority of my bills for a month if I unexpectedly had to not get any wage coming in. So, and then we've got A's birthday and his Christmas, and I've split these just so that I know exactly how much I'm spending on him, because once you start buying Christmas gifts and gifts for the family towards Christmas, and I've got quite a few birthdays in December, I kind of lose track as to how I'm spending on him. So I'm wanting to kind of keep his separate so that I know exactly how much I'm spending on him. And I think we've got £20 left. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Yes, I'm just going to put £10 into each of them and get him started. So he has 15 in his birthday, and I want to get that to 150 by his birthday, which is in December, and he's got 20 in Christmas, and I want to get that to 200 by Christmas, obviously. by sort of November time, so I can get the Christmas gifts. So that in total would add up to £100, which is where I'm happy with. And that is basically how I work out my sinking funds. Literally going through my binders and trying to figure out what I need, what's coming up soon. So I know that obviously gifts is quite important, and weekend away is quite important, because they are potentially coming up soon and need a substantial amount. Once I get the September birthdays out of the way, I've got one in October and then nothing in December, so November, sorry. So then I can really sort of focus on that for the December birthdays. If I had to stop, I would just stop putting anything into clothing or house, but the rest I feel are kind of quite important. But yes, that is basically how I work it out. So I hope that's helpful. It probably isn't, because everyone does it differently, but there is no right or wrong way on working out where you're going to put your money. Your money's your money, and it's really important to do things that make you happy and that make you comfortable, and you know, it's spend where you want to spend your money. So really, beauty isn't a priority for everyone, and it wasn't for me until I started doing the YouTube videos. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've always liked having nice nails, but with my job up until March, I couldn't really have nice nails because I did a lot of personal care. So obviously you're physically hands-on with people, and you couldn't have long nails for fear of scratching them and things like that, and also just for, you know, the cleanliness of them, because, you know, everyone knows you're scrubbing your nails. But anyway, that's by the by. So beauty wasn't a big thing for me, but now that I can have the longer nails, I'm enjoying having them, but they would be the first thing to go if money got tight, without a shadow of a doubt, as with clothing, because I have plenty of clothing that would do. But yeah, we always like new clothing. But yeah, so I hope that's helpful. I got my wage slip just before starting filming this, so I'm going to go off, have a wee look at that, and get my budget organised and do a budget video for you all, and then I will get the cash out tomorrow and figure on from there. But yeah, thanks for watching, I really do appreciate it. Have a good weekend and take care. All right, bye bye.